everybody, and welcome back into Ball Arena from Denver, Colorado. It's the Colorado Avalanche and the Toronto Maple Leafs in their first of two meetings this season. And here from Colorado tonight, ready to get it underway. Yeah, both these teams have been waiting to go head-to-head. They're both having a pretty solid season so far, I'd say. But the Maple Leafs come into tonight facing a team that has really been pressing on home ice lately, and they've been a force to reckon with. Here's McKinnon in over the line with an early look, and he's stopped by Wall in tight. Nordique uniforms on the Avalanche this afternoon. The Maple Leafs in their regular road whites. Here's Taves ahead to McKinnon. He gets by again, trying to go to the goal with it. Domi clears. There's Nylander, and he'll send that out, but it's kept in with a shot that sails just wide of Joseph Wall. Picked up, and there's a tip. They score! Is it going to be reviewed? It looks like it might. Yeah, you can see here that the shot is tipped in front, but how high is the reach of the stick? That's the question on this play. And we're going to find out in a second from now, but this looks good to me. It looks like it's under the bar. And indeed it is, as the goal horn comes on to signify it's a 1-0 Colorado lead. Well, we have mentioned that this team is a team to reckon with right now on home ice, and they have an early 1-0 lead against the Maple Leafs here tonight. Face-off taken, one back by Matthews. Carlo sends that in. Chasing it down and around, it's picked up by Domi. Drops to the point, there's Riley. Sets that up with Carlo, winds, and he'll shoot it. That's blocked, and they put it on goal. It was Nylander. Didn't get the best of looks, but it was on net. Here's McKinnon down the left side. Breaking in, winding and firing, and it's knocked out by Wall. He's had to be sharp. As here's Matthew Nyes. Through center, gave that away to Devon Taves. Here's Manson ahead. O'Connor has a step. Centered that over, but a good read by Carlo to get a stick on it. Pass ahead, that was turned over to Matthew Nyes. Nyes up ahead for Yarncrook on the right wing. He'll spin it back and center for Nyes. Centered in front, and that's a big save made. Here's Yarncrook. He'll shoot it. That's stopped. And loose puck in front, picked up by the Avs. Here's Taves. Looking to get ahead, it's Manson. He'll send that ahead for O'Connor. Off on the wing for Colton. Stepping in, he gets by, and he's stopped by Wall. Picked up and played up the board side by Ekman-Larsson, up for Jake McCabe. He lost the puck, and now it's O'Connor with it. O'Connor trying to get it, center that to the goal, and Yarncrook read the play and sends that up the wing side for McCabe. McCabe for Yarncrook, moving in, backhander the forehand, and Georgiev makes a good save to keep it 1-0 Colorado. Maple Leafs haven't really tested the Colorado netminder yet in this contest, but we knew that might be the case. They're having a slow start to the season, and of course, here tonight against Colorado, it's not going to be an easy cakewalk. Here's Watt to the goal, tried to feed that in front, but Georgiev made it look easy. Gerard to Manson, up on the wing for O'Connor. Here's O'Connor down the left side, centering it over, slapper knocked out by Wall. Picked up, back to the point, Manson. Manson off for Gerard. That shot it got through, and Wall made another stop. Here's Manson with it. Gerard, Wood, in alone. He's stopped by Wall. Ekman-Larsson trying to get it out. It's kept in. Wood put it on net again. Here in the corner, Scotty Lawton trying to get it back. That's Drouin to Manson. Down low, it's Colton. He just missed. It bounces the Wall, but he'll play that down to Ekman-Larsson. 3 to go in a 1-0 Colorado first. Here's David Camp through the center of the ice. He gave that away. Now McCabe steps into it. Jake McCabe in over the line. Has numbers. Drops it off. Ekman-Larsson. There's McCabe shooting it. And it did get through, but an easy stop made by Georgiev. Kept in by the Leafs. McCabe down low. It's Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson trying to move his way to the goal. Lost that in the corner to Jonathan Drouin. And he'll send that ahead. Gave that away. Bobby McMahon shoots. Walker save. 5 seconds to go in the first. Lorentz looks, sends that to the corner. Nobody was there. We're through 1-0 Colorado. The goal came early, and it came from the point. And it's 1-0 Colorado after one. Shots are goal in that first period, 8-7 for the Avalanche. They lead it 1-0. Hits in the game are 2 aside. The faceoffs 2-1 Toronto. No power plays. 1-0 Avalanche after one. Welcome into period 2. The Leafs have always had a hard time playing here in Ball Arena. Colorado has a lot of speed, a lot of talent. So do the Leafs, but the Avalanche seem to give Toronto a hard time. Here's McKinnon letting it go. That's stopped by Wall to start the second. Here's Taves, back to McCarr in front. McKinnon, good save made by Wall. He juggled that, but plays it down. And Carlo gets that up on the wing for Max Domi. Domi has speed. He has a man with him. Centers it over. It was Nylander, but he couldn't finish. Here's Rantanen. In over the Toronto line. Winds and centers. Lehkonen right on. That was handled by Wall. Picked up and looking to the front of the goal from behind. Rantanen in tight quarters. Couldn't get that to the net. Carlo. Morgan Rielly. He has Domi with him. Rielly looks back for Domi. Gave that away to McKinnon. And here come the Avs. McKinnon gets that back into the Toronto zone. Matthews falling down. Set that ahead for Carlo. Getting in there. Whacking away for it. But Colton to it first. Here's O'Connor. Left side. Backhands that wide of the net. Picked up by Nylander. Taken down, no call. Fed in front, they score! 2-0 Avalanche. It's Miles Wood. Right place, right time, and the Leafs left him alone in front. Big goal for the Colorado Avalanche to extend this lead to 2-0. They've been the better team. We've said it all night long, and they're getting rewarded for it, up 2 now. Face off here to center. Maple Leafs, as we mentioned, they've had a slow start to this season. They're going to be really tested here tonight. Here's Woods moving in. He gave that away to Ekman-Larsson. The Leafs try to turn up ice. They haven't had anything so far. Here's a pass, and it's given away to Manson. Comes back out Ekman-Larsson on the recovery. Ekman-Larsson moving his way in. Looks, drops back. Here's McCabe. Steps in and shoots. Easy save made by Georgiev. It was just a slow roller. And he covers as we just about hit the halfway mark. 2-0 Avalanche here from Colorado. Joseph Wall has been very sharp for the Maple Leafs this year, but both goals have been people left alone in front of them. Here's a shot stopped, and the rebound. They got in front of it, and Georgiev makes a good save to keep us at 2-0. That's probably the Leafs' best chance of this hockey game so far. They haven't really doused the Colorado net yet, so that was their chance to get on the board, or at least their best so far of the game. Here's Matthew Nye spinning off the forecheck, goes to the net, and a big save by Georgiev. Well, maybe knock aside that last chance and put that one as the most dangerous so far. Here's Yarncroke with Tavares, centers it in front. What a stop again! Georgiev, unreal, back to back to back in this last shift. Wood up for Colton. Here come the Avalanche inside with numbers. Taken back by Robertson. Gave it away. Point blank. Stopped by Wall. Here's Benoit. Wadden across to Nick Waugh. Middle of the ice. He'll send that off for Yarncroke. Looking ahead. It's Waugh. Feeds it in front. A big stop again. Georgiev has been unreal. Here's the pass ahead to Parisi. Moves in and shoots. He's stopped by Wall. Avalanche pressing. Already up 2. Here's McCarr poked out. Breakaway, it's Scotty Lawton. Here's Lawton off the post. The Leafs can't get one to fall. McCarr, Parise, back in down the left side, moving to the middle. Off his stick, McCarr has it taken down. Power play, Colorado. 2:42 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Avalanche, thanks to the goaltending of Alexander Georgiev. Yeah, the Leafs have really been pressing, but just haven't been able to get one to fall, as you said. And here's a giveaway to Lehkonen. He has Drouin, big save, rebound, they score! Power play goal, and it's 3-0 Colorado. It sure is, and they've been a better team all night long, and they're going to get rewarded a third time in this hockey game for a 3-0 lead. This is a big goal, and comes at a big time, obviously, as you had mentioned, and 3-0. Well, we could definitely say the Leafs have been the better team in this second period, but the Avalanche, it's going their way here tonight, 3-0. Face off to center ice. Well, the Nordiques working well on Colorado this afternoon, a 3-0 lead. Here's Rantanen, gave that away to Tavares. Matthew Nyes trying to get it ahead. And the Leafs need to do something quick. Here's Calle Yarncroke, waits, shoots, he stopped. And the bouncer in the paint got away from Tavares, looking for the rebound. Manson in the corner with it. Here's Lehkonen, sent ahead up on the wing for Rantanen. Rantanen brings it in, he'll go to the net, 2-on-1, the save made, and the rebound 2, and Wall got that and holds on for Toronto. 2.2 seconds to go in the middle period. 3-0 Avalanche. Well, it's been all Colorado. The Leafs have had their chances here in the second, though. Just haven't been able to get anything to beat Alexander Georgiev tonight. End of 2. It's the Avalanche 3 of the Maple Leafs nothing here on Nordique's night from Colorado. Shots to go in the hockey game are 18-16 Avs. They lead 3-0 after 2. The hits are 6 aside. Face-offs 6-4. Power plays 1-for-1 Colorado. Leafs haven't had one. 3-0 after 2. Welcome into period 3 from Ball Arena tonight. The Maple Leafs with work to do big time. Down 3-0 as we enter the last period of play here tonight. Face-off. Carlo sent ahead to Austin Matthews. Off for Domi. Domi moves in. Centers it. Nylander, and it somehow did not find its way in. Georgiev has been unreal tonight. And the Leafs have tried to go 5-hole between the legs multiple times in the game, and it's not working. Maybe try to go somewhere else if you're Toronto now. Yeah, that hasn't been working. You got to change it up. Here's Nylander, fed that in front that was given away to Taves, and McKinnon will get that ahead. Nathan McKinnon moves in and shoots. That was blocked by Morgan Rielly. Good read on the play by Rielly. He'll kick it up the board side and back into the Colorado zone. Here's Makar. Circling in his own zone, now getting that up on the wing for McKinnon. That was given away to Morgan Rielly, but taken right back by the Avalanche. Here's Lehkonen, and he is offside. Almost 4 gone in the third period. Shots in the period are 2-0 Toronto. They haven't had golden opportunities, though. Here's the face-off. Well, we know that this is going to be Toronto's biggest period for push because they're down 3. Here's Rantanen, gave it away, got it right back, centers it off. That was blocked. Trying to get it to the goal. Here's Morgan Rielly. He has Carlo ahead. Brandon Carlo has numbers. It's picked up by Matthews. Backhander, that was blocked. A great opportunity. Couldn't get it on the forehand. Here's William Nylander. He can fly. He's in and he shoots. And he scores. And you knew it was soon enough that the Leafs were going to get on the board. It's William Nylander here in the third to make it 3-1 at 6:21 of the third period. Put everything to the net. You never know what's going to happen. Nylander just takes it upon himself to go to the net. Georgiev gets most of it, but not all of it. And it's going to cross the goal line to put Toronto on the board here in the third period. Just enough. And the Leafs needed that big time. Well, the second unit back on the ice now for Toronto as they're back in this hockey game. And never say never if you're a Leaf fan this year. They have the ability. Yeah, they just have to attack the net properly and take advantage of the opportunities given, and they can get right back in this game. Never count them out. Here's O'Connor going to the net with it. Avalanche pressing, trying to get it right back. Down low, that was given away. The Leafs take off with it. Järnkrok has Nyes with him. Here's Järnkrok to Nyes. Nyes looking in front, centers it. What a save made by Georgiev. Järnkrok fed it back in front. No one was there for Toronto. Picked up by Wood. Here's Colton. Gave that away, but now he'll bring it back inside. Järnkrok chasing him down. Ekman Larsson fed that back to the corner. It went right back to the Avalanche. Here's a pass in front and a big save made by Wall. Plays that down. There's McCabe for Nyes. Matthew Nyes up the right side with speed. Nyes can fly. He'll shoot it. The stop made, and Camp couldn't finish on the rebound. Nyes with it again. Looks, centers it. One-timer blocked on the bid by Camp. Now Colton. Wood through the middle of the ice. Gave that away. Scotty Lawton's back to it. Here come the Leafs again. Ekman Larsson, backhander stop. Rebound in front. They whack that wide. Here's another chance behind the goal. Ekman Larsson can't get it to fall. Leafs keep it in. Great pressure. Here's Scotty Lawton shooting and scoring. 5 to go. Scotty Lawton has made it a 1-goal game. The Leafs have really been pressing in this third period, and they're getting rewarded for it. Scott Lawton on a broken play just moves to the middle, and Georgiev does get the blocker up but doesn't get the puck. What a great opportunity. He did just get a scratch of it, but it finds its way in the net, and it's a 1-goal game. 5:02 to go. It's been all Toronto here in the third period, and we knew it would be down 3. Here's Manson. Send that ahead for Drouin. Gave that away to Morgan Rielly. Leafs ahead with it. Here's Rielly, has numbers, centers it over, it just missed Lawton. has another shot. He'll put that to the net. Riley tries, and Georgiev will hold to that with 3:24 to go here in the third period. Well, Toronto's made it a very interesting game, and we had a feeling that they would. Momentum has shifted here in this third period, and Toronto's been pressing hard in this third period. Here's Parisi gang it out. Morgan Riley takes that back from him. Here's David Kampf. 2.5 to go in regulation. Pass up for Nick Waugh. Waugh looks. He has Kampf going to the net. Shooting the save. They score! It's waved off, though, immediately. Well, what an opportunity here. And is there contact? There is. He's in the crease, but is it enough to stop him from moving? Well, look here. This puck looks like it's going in, and they're going to say it's no goal. So the Avs catch a break here after a goal that looked like a goal to us, for sure, is taken off the board. Here's William Nylander breaking, backhand save, and Matthews can't get that to go. Kept in by the Maple Leafs. Great pressure, Nylander with Matthews. Nylander had that back. Here's McKinnon. Ahead to Lehkonen. Time running out here in the third period, and the Leafs will just get it back in with 20 seconds left. Gerard in the corner. That was Matthews after it. Avs ahead. Time running out. McCabe back to defend. He'll take that away. 10 seconds left. Pass for Morgan Riley. Here goes Morgan Riley. Time running for the Maple Leafs. Riley to the net. Fed it in front. They whack away and score! They've tied it with 4 seconds to go. Morgan Riley. He's been all over the ice tonight, and he gets it tied up in the dying seconds of the third. Leafs are pressing away, and finally one falls right in the blue paint. Georgiev can't get the leg over and make the rebound stop. And the Leafs tie it. A 3-goal third period to force extra time here from Ball Arena. Face off back to center. And the Leaf fans definitely standing on their heads in disbelief tonight that they came all the way back, and we are going to go to overtime here in Nordiques night from Colorado. It's 3-3 after 3. This game was in the hands of the Colorado Avalanche, and Toronto had a huge third period. Momentum shifted as soon as they got the first one, and they did not stop. They were lethal in that third period. They get rewarded, and we're going to extra time because of it. Shots a goal after 3. 30 for the Leafs, 19 for the Avalanche. Hits are 9 apiece. The faceoffs 11-7 Colorado. Power plays 1-for-1. Toronto has an add one extra time on the way. Welcome into overtime for Ball Arena tonight. The Maple Leafs, can they storm back and win this hockey game? That is the question here tonight from Ball Arena as they win the face-off to get control early here. Pass ahead for Matthews. Matthews looks. Nylander's ahead to win it! Oh, what a stop! Oh, Georgiev got the leg over, and here's McKinnon. Gave that away to Matthews in the corner. Leafs are getting a penalty in overtime. Austin Matthews tripping. And the Leafs thought that they had the game on their sticks there, but Georgiev got the toe on it. And now the Leafs to the penalty kill here in overtime. Face-off won back by the Avalanche. Extra man on the ice down low. There's McKinnon. Looking out front. There's Colton. He's stopped by Wall. Tried to go in tight. Leafs send it around to Riley. Fed ahead for Lawton. They got to kill this off. Here's Scotty Lawton. Short-handed. Looks back. He'll send that off. It was given away, and here's Colton. Leafs trying to get back and defend. Here's Taves to Colton, shooting. It's off a Leaf and into the corner. Colton looks to the front, that goes behind. Looking back out front, Avalanche pressing here on the power play. There's a shot blocked, and the Leafs get it. And ahead they come with 40 seconds left on the rush. Now a 2-on-1, short-handed. The shot saved by Georgiev, and he will cover. Lorentz trying to end it in one fellow swoop. 1:56 to go in the extra frame. Toronto is indeed killing it off so far. Just 28 seconds remaining on the power play. Draw one back, Avs have it. Here's McKinnon. You know he can fly, and the Leafs are sticking to him like glue. Leafs gave that away to Drouin. Here's Johansson with McKinnon right back. He's in again. The Leafs take it away, and the look out of the box for reinforcements. The pass just missed. Back in comes Drouin. He has Johansson with him. Centers it back. There's the shot. Drouin! Stop! They score! And the Avs still find a way to win it. 4-3 in overtime. what a hockey game here tonight from Colorado. The Leafs storm all the way back. And then in overtime, when it counts the most, they take a penalty that costs them, as the Leafs just got their fourth skater back when this opportunity came free in front. Yeah, and if they had that extra guy on the ice, they could probably prevent this from happening, but that lane's left wide open. Wall can only do so much. He makes the stop, and the rebound pops free to the left side, and standing right there for the game winner of the Colorado Avalanche. Well, what a game here tonight. The Leafs fall short, but they do collect the point. It's the Avalanche that came out on top here this afternoon. 4-3 in overtime, your final score. But we're not done there, because the Maple Leafs will be the home team next, and who they face, well, that's going to be something special in its own right. It will be the Boston Bruins. Cancer awareness game versus the Boston Bruins. It doesn't get more exciting than that, so we hope to see you there. That'll happen in moments from now.